I can't believe this is the one. I stared at the mirror, my breath catching. The silk hugged my waist like it was made for me. The lace shimmered under the soft lights. Emma grinned, holding up the veil. You're glowing. Daniel's going to lose his mind when he sees you? You think so? I turned, letting the fabric sweep across the floor. Think so? Look at you. She walked closer, fixing a strand of my hair. If happiness was a person, it's you right now. Her words warmed me. I squeezed her hand. You've been everything to me, Emma. More than a friend. Your family. She smiled almost shyly. You deserve this. Every bit of it. I pulled her into a hug, feeling the satin press against her sweater. Promise you'll never leave me, no matter what. She laughed softly. Why would I? I laughed too, letting the moment sink in. For a second, it felt like nothing could ruin this day. Send Daniel a picture, she said, stepping back. He should see what he's getting. Good idea. I grabbed my phone, snapped a shot, and hit send. No reply. He's probably busy, Emma said casually, arranging the veil behind me. Yeah, I tried to ignore the tiny twist in my stomach. He's got that meeting today. Exactly big day for him, too. The saleswoman walked in, her heels clicking. How's it feeling? It's perfect, I said, though my mind was on my phone. Still no response? Ready to check out? She asked. Not yet. I looked at Emma. One more spin. Make it a slow one, she clapped, teasing like she always did. I laughed, twirling for her approval. You're stunning, she said, almost whispering. Daniel is lucky. I smiled, though something about the way she said it made me pause. Her eyes were fixed on the dress, not me. We left the shop an hour later. Emma carried the veil like it was hers. You sure you're good for dinner tonight? I asked as we reached the parking lot. Of course. She opened her car door. Text you. Don't bail on me. I won't, she said with a quick smile before sliding into her car. On the way home, I kept checking my phone. Still nothing from Daniel. It's just the picture I sent. Unread. By 6, I set the table for 2. The candles flickering. Our tradition before the wedding. Emma and me planning the final touches over wine and pasta. My phone buzzed. Emma. Not feeling well. Rain check. My chest tightened. I typed fast. You okay? Yeah, just tired. Talk tomorrow. I stared. At the message, then at the empty chair across from me. She'd never canceled before. I poured a glass of wine and called Daniel instead. Straight to voicemail. Hey, it's me, I said, trying to keep my voice light. Just wanted to say I picked the dress. You're going to love it. I hung up, my hand gripping the phone harder than I meant to. The candles burned low. My plate sat untouched. Something felt wrong, but I told myself I was imagining it. Emma loved me. Daniel loved me. That was the truth. I scrolled through Instagram, desperate for distraction. A notification popped up. Daniel posted a story an hour ago. My pulse spiked. I tapped it, a table at some bar. 2 glasses, bottle of whiskey. And in the corner of the frame, just a flash, but enough to see, lipstick. Red, the same shade Emma wore today. I stared until the screen went black in my hand. Asterisk, I stared at my reflection, fixing my hair one last time. The bag of takeout sat on the passenger seat. Daniel said he was working late, so I decided to surprise him. The drive felt endless. But my phone stayed silent. No reply to my text from earlier. When I pulled up to his apartment, the building looked quiet. I grabbed the food, forcing a smile. He would be happy. He had to be. I unlocked the door with the key he gave me. The lights were low, a soft glow spilling from the hallway. Daniel, I called out, setting the bag on the counter. No answer. I walked further in, my heels tapping against the hardwood. Something caught my eye on the floor. A jacket, his. Next to it, a heel. Not mine. My breath hitched. I stepped forward, and there they were, a trail. a shirt, a skirt. I heard a laugh then. A laugh I knew better than my own heartbeat. Emma. The sound cut through me like glass. I moved toward the bedroom. Each step heavier. Then the last. The door was half open. I pushed it. The world tilted. Daniel, Emma. The sheets twisted around their bodies like a cruel joke. Her hair spilled across his chest. His hand was on her thigh. Daniel's eyes shot open. Wait, I can explain. Emma yanked the sheet up, tears filling her eyes. Please, listen. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't think. The air felt poisoned. Babe, it's not what you think, Daniel stammered, scrambling to sit up. Don't, I said, my voice breaking before I even knew I spoke. Emma reached for me, the sheet slipping. It was a mistake. Please don't hate me. I backed away, my legs shaking. My heart was a drum I couldn't silence. Daniel climbed out of bed, grabbing his pants. I love you, which means nothing. Please, stay. Stay. My voice cracked. With you. With her. He froze, his mouth opening like he could pull the words back. I looked at Emma. She was crying now, whispering my name like it could erase what I saw. I turned, grabbed my keys, and walked out. Wait. Daniel's voice echoed down the hall. I didn't stop. The cold night air hit me like a slap. I climbed into my car, my hands trembling on the wheel. The takeout bag was still on the seat. I shoved it aside and started the engine. The phone rang. His name lit up the screen. I answered, What? His voice cracked. Please let me explain. You have to believe me. In the background, I heard Emma, soft, frantic. Is she gone? Ended the call. My chest burned. My grip on the wheel tightened until my knuckles turned white. The road ahead blurred through my tears, but I kept driving. Farther from them, farther from everything I thought was real. Asterisk, the night was silent, but my mind wasn't. I sat on the floor, my back against the couch, staring at the wedding invitation on the table. Emma's handwriting curled across the card like a cruel joke. My phone buzzed again. Daniel, please answer. His voice begged through the voicemail. Please, let me explain. It didn't mean anything. You're my whole life. I deleted the message without listening to the end. Another buzz. A text this time. Daniel, I love you. Please talk to me. I threw the phone on the couch. Kay lit up again. Another message, but this one from Emma. Emma. It was a mistake. Please believe me. You mean everything to me. I love you like a sister. I laughed out loud, bitter and sharp. Sister. Sisters don't steal each other's lives. I typed back. Delete my number. Then I erased it. Before sending my phone rang again. Mom's name flashed across the screen. I forced my voice steady. Hi, Mom, sweetheart, just checking in. Big day coming up. How is the dress fitting? Was perfect, I said, tasting the lie like ash. That makes me so happy. Your father and I can't wait for the rehearsal dinner tomorrow. Tomorrow? My chest tightened. Yes, tomorrow night. Everyone's so excited, right? My throat burned. I'll be there. Daniel's lucky to have you, she said softly. Yeah. I ended the call before my voice broke. The apartment felt like a cage. I stood, pacing, trying to breathe. My eyes landed on the takeout bag from last night, still unopened on the counter. I grabbed it and hurled it into the trash. The crash echoed like a scream. I sank to the floor, my arms wrapping around my knees. I waited for tears, but nothing came, not one drop. It's just a hollow ache that felt endless. The phone lit up again. Daniel, I answered this time, my voice cold. What? Thank God. Please listen to me. It wasn't what you think. I walked in, Daniel. I saw everything. It didn't mean anything, he said, voice breaking. I love you. Only you. You love me. My laugh was sharp. While you were inside her, you call that love. He groaned. Please stop. I was drunk. We were both stop lying. You weren't drunk. You made a choice. I made a mistake. One night, that's all it was. Don't throw us away for that. There is no us anymore. You're angry, I get it. But we can fix this. Please, don't call off the wedding. I already did. Silence on the line. Then a broken whisper. What? I canceled everything this morning. He cursed under his breath. You can't do this. We can work through it. You worked through it last night? I hung up. The phone buzzed again. Kema, this time. I let it ring. Then another message appeared. Emma, please talk to me. Please. I can't lose you. I stared at her words until the letters blurred. I thought of every sleepover, every late night talk, every secret we shared, and now this. I called her. She answered on the first ring, voice shaking. Thank God. Please let me explain. Explain what? That you slept with the man I was going to marry. It just happened, she cried. We didn't plan it. I swear. Didn't plan it. You planned every detail of my wedding. You held my veil while you were sleeping with him. I hate myself for it. Her sobs filled the line. Please believe me. It meant nothing. Nothing. My chest burned. You destroyed everything. I had for nothing. I was drunk. We both were. It was stupid. Please forgive me, please. I let the silence stretch. Her sobs cracked through the phone like static. Emma, I said finally, my voice flat. You're dead to me. She gasped, but I ended the call before she could answer. The phone slipped from my hand. I stared at the ceiling, my heart pounding. The anger was gone. Only ice remained. I stood, walked to the kitchen, and picked up my phone again. My thumb hovered over Daniel's name. I pressed delete. Then I scrolled to Emma's name. I didn't delete it, not yet, because I wasn't done. With her. The morning sunlight didn't feel warm. It felt like an interrogation light shining on everything I hadn't told anyone. 2 weeks before the wedding, and the world still thought I was planning the happiest day of my life. They had no idea. I was burning it all down. My phone rang. Mom again. I ignored it. Then it buzzed with a text. Mom, did you confirm the florist? I typed back, handled. What I really handled was canceling every single thing she cared about. The venue was gone. The cake was gone. The dream she bragged about to all her friends, gone. Another buzz. Daniel this time. Daniel, I need to see you, please. I stared at his name for a long time before typing. No. The doorbell rang 10 minutes later. I opened the door. He stood there, eyes red, face drawn like he hadn't slept. Why are you here? I asked because I can't lose you, he said, voice raw. You already did. Please don't do this. He stepped closer, desperation bleeding from every word. I made the worst mistake of my life. But I love you. Love? I crossed my arms. You loved me while you were in her bed. He flinched. It wasn't like that. I was drunk. I was angry. I wasn't thinking. Stop blaming alcohol. You were thinking enough to unzip her dress. He ran his hands through his hair. I hate myself for it. I'd do anything to take it back. You can't. He dropped to his knees right there in the doorway. Please. I can't breathe without you. I'll spend the rest of my life making it up to you. I stared down at him, disgust mixing with something else I didn't want to name. You're pathetic. I said quietly. He looked up, tears in his eyes. You don't mean that? I do. I leaned down so close he could feel my breath. You don't get to break me and then ask for mercy. I shut the door in his face. His fist hit the wood once, twice, then silence. I walked to the kitchen, my legs shaking, and poured a glass of water. My reflection in the glass looked like a stranger. The phone buzzed again. Daniel, I'll wait outside until you talk to me. I blocked his number. For the first time since that night. I smiled. Small, sharp, and dangerous. My laptop sat on the counter. I opened it and stared at my inbox, clearing the flood of wedding emails that no longer mattered. Each click felt like cutting a chain. Then a new email popped up. Subject, casting opportunity, reality TV. I almost deleted it. Then something made me click. Congratulations, it read. You've been shortlisted for a new reality series about life after heartbreak. We think your story could inspire millions. Are you interested? The screen, my pulse quickened. Life after heartbreak. They wanted my story. They wanted me. For the first time in days, I didn't feel broken. I felt powerful. I typed one word in the reply box. Interested. And then I hit send. Asterisk, look at the camera when you say it. The producer told me. I lifted my chin. I'm not here to cry over a man. I'm here to win. Perfect, she said. Hold that energy. The cameras clicked off. I walked back to the dressing room, heels sharp against the floor. The mirror stared back at me. Short hair. Red lips. A black dress that looked like armor. Lena leaned in the doorway. Girl, you just killed that confessional. Good, I said, slipping off my earrings, 'cause I'm not here to play nice. That's why they love you, she grinned. You're trending again. I grabbed my phone. Notifications exploded across the screen. Comments called me cold, fierce, untouchable ice queen. I liked the sound of it. Then a new message appeared at the top. Daniel, proud of you, babe. Can we talk? I stared at it until my vision blurred. Babe, like nothing happened. Like he didn't rip me apart and feed me lies? Lena peeked over my shoulder. Who's that? No one, I said, locking the screen. You okay? I'm fine. My voice cut sharper than I meant it to. She raised her hands. All right, Ice Queen. Just remember why you're here. I remembered. Every camera flash reminded me. Every headline screaming my name instead of theirs reminded me. The stage call came. We walked out together. The set looked like a battlefield dressed in lights. 10 women, 1 spotlight. Tonight, the host announced, we're cutting 2. Contestants, the air crackled. Ready for war, Lena whispered. Always. I said, we nailed the challenge. Ah! I smiled when they called my name for the safe zone. Cameras swarmed. Fans screamed online. I checked my phone again, even though I hated myself for it. Daniel's message still waited. I opened it. Typed. Stop calling me that. Deleted it. Typed again. Don't contact me. Deleted that too. I shoved the phone back in my bag. Back. At the hotel, I showered in silence. Steam curled around me, but it didn't melt the weight in my chest. I changed into silk and poured a glass of wine. My phone buzzed again. Not another message. Daniel, I miss you. I laughed out loud. Bitter. Sharp. Then the laugh died when I saw the tag notification below it. Emma tagged Daniel in a photo. I tapped it, her hand on his chest. His arm around her waist, a ring sparkling like a knife. The caption read, Forever. My stomach twisted. My grip on the phone tightened until my knuckles whitened. Another notification popped up. Comments flooding in. People tagging me asking. If I'd seen it, I saw it. And I swore right then. They thought the story ended here. They had no idea what was coming. Asterisk, have you seen it? Lena asked before I even opened my eyes. What? My voice cracked. Check your phone. I grabbed it from the nightstand. The screen glowed with the headline. Power couple goals. Emma and Daniel are official. The photo hit like a punch. Smile, his hand on hers. The ring, my ring. Say something, Lena whispered. What do you want me to say? I sat up, the sheets tangling around me. That they look happy? You don't have to lie to me. I'm not lying. They look perfect. My voice tasted like steel. Exactly what they wanted the world to see. You okay? I'm great. I forced a laugh. #1 trending show. My inbox is drowning in offers. Life is perfect. Your tone says otherwise. I ignored her and scrolled through the comments. People tagged me under their photo. Awkward. Wasn't she his fiancé? Drama alert. Lena touched my arm. Don't read that. I'm fine. I locked the screen and stood. Wardrobe fitting. In 20, right? She nodded, but her eyes stayed worried. The studio lights burned bright that afternoon. Cameras followed us like predators. The host's voice boomed. Tonight, we dig deep. Our contestants reveal their biggest heartbreak. My breath stalled. During the break, the producer slid next to me. We want you to go last. Make it big. I'm not sure I want to share that. You want ratings, don't you? Smiled like a knife. The audience adores vulnerability. Lena leaned in. You don't have to. If it feels wrong, doesn't feel wrong, I said slowly. It feels dangerous. Dangerous sells, the producer said. And trust me, your story will own the night. I looked at the stage. Contestants laughed, cried, spilled secrets into the cameras. My pulse thudded in my ears. Lena whispered, What are you thinking? I'm thinking about her smile. I said, And that ring on her finger. She took everything from you. No, I said, my voice low. He gave it to her. Lena exhaled. So, what will you do? The stage manager called my name. I walked out under the lights. The host smiled. Tell us, what was your biggest heartbreak? The room waited. The cameras leaned closer. I lifted my chin. I said yes to a man who swore he loved me. My voice didn't shake. Turns out, he loved someone else more. Gasps rippled through the room. The host tilted her head. Do they know you're saying this? They will now, I said, the audience murmured. Phones lit up like fireflies. When? I left the stage. Lena grabbed my hand. You actually did it. I smiled, sharp as glass. The world wanted a story. I gave them one. Her eyes widened. This is going to explode. I know. I slipped into the dressing room, closed the door, and stared at my reflection. My heart raced, not from fear, but from something hotter. Darker. The producer walked in, grinning. That was gold. The episode airs next week. Good, I said. She winked. Brace yourself. This changes everything. I looked in the mirror and whispered exactly what I want. The lights burned hotter than I remembered. The cameras felt closer, like they could hear my thoughts. The host smiled at me. What's the worst betrayal you've faced? I smiled back. It's a smile I had practiced in the mirror all week. Bluff. I said softly, it can break you. The audience leaned in. The host tilted her head. Tell us more. I nodded. I gave my whole heart to someone. I trusted him. I believed every word he said. A murmur rolled through the room. The cameras moved in tighter. And then? The host asked. He proved me wrong. I let my voice steady. He chose someone else while still holding me close. A sharp gasp cut from somewhere in the crowd. I could feel the tension climbing like fire up my spine. Did you know? She pressed. Not until the night before everything changed. My hands curled in my lap, hidden from the lens. And then I realized betrayal doesn't start the moment they leave you. It starts the first time they lie. The host's eyes gleamed like polished stone. And how did you survive that heartbreak? Let the silence stretch for half a beat before answering. I stopped surviving. I started living. For me, not for him. Applause thundered, but I barely heard it. My pulse was louder. The host smiled wider. That was powerful. Thank you for sharing. I walked off the stage with my head high, but inside every nerve was wired. The second the cameras cut, Lena was in my face. Do you have any idea what you just did? Her voice shook. Yes. My breath came sharp. I gave them something real. You gave them blood. She pulled out her phone. Look, Twitter was on fire. Clips of me were already circulating. Holy shit, Lena whispered. There, tagging Emma, I froze. Already. Look at this. She shoved the screen at me. The tweet read, That sounds like Daniel and Emma. The timeline checks out. Another one. Didn't she wear that exact ring once? I swallowed the laugh clawing up my throat. Let them guess. This is going nuclear, Lena scrolled. Emma's engagement post is flooded. People are asking if you're talking about her? Good. I took the phone and set it face down on the table, let them ask. She stared at me. You're not even a little nervous. No. I met her eyes in the mirror. I'm not the one who should be nervous. Her lips parted like she wanted to argue, but the room buzzed with the sound of my name being shouted outside. Fans, reporters. The noise was growing. The producer burst in, breathless. That was gold. Pure gold. The episode is trending worldwide. You just broke the internet. Perfect. Stood, smoothing my dress. Schedule my interviews for tomorrow. You don't want to go live tonight? She asked. No, I said, calm as glass. Let the story breathe. When she left, Lena exhaled hard. Emma's going to call you. I hope she does. You want this war. I want the truth to sting. My phone buzzed on the table. Notifications piled like falling snow. Brand deals. Interview requests? Thousands of DMs. I ignored them all. Instead, I opened Instagram and refreshed Emma's page. The photo was still there, their perfect smiles, his hand on hers. The ring, flashing like a cruel joke. The comments had turned vicious. Is this about you? Homewrecker vibes? What did you do to her? I stared at her face. Perfect makeup, glowing skin, the kind of confidence you only wear when you think the world is on your side. My reflection in the screen smirked back at me. Want to go home? Lena asked gently. No, I said. I want to watch. We sat in silence while the storm grew louder. By midnight, my name was on every trending list. Articles screamed, reality star drops bombshell confession. Fans connect the dots. Daniel's account went quiet. No tweets. No stories. Just silence. And that silence felt louder than every headline. The clock hit 2 a.m. when my phone lit up. Unknown number. But I knew Lena saw it too. Is that her? Yes. Are you going to answer? Yes. I slid my thumb across the screen and pressed it to my ear, a sharp breath on the other end. Then her voice. Why are you doing this to me? Asterisk. Why are you doing this to me? Her voice cracked through the speaker like glass. I leaned back against the wall. Doing this to you? It's funny you've destroyed everything. My engagement, my brand, my life. You destroyed mine first. You don't understand, she whispered, like it could soften the blow of her betrayal. Oh, I understand perfectly. You wanted him. You took him. And now you're shocked the world found out. It wasn't like that. Her words tumbled. Desperate. I didn't plan this. It just happened. Lies don't just happen. Choices do. She sucked in a breath. People are attacking me. My sponsors are pulling out. You know how many deals I've lost today? Sounds like a personal problem. You're enjoying this. Her voice sharpened like a blade. No, I'm surviving it. I loved. You like a sister? She spat. Then why sleep with the man I was going to marry? Silence hit so hard I could hear her breathing. Then a faint sob. I'm sorry, she whispered. Please stop. Take down the posts. Stop letting them think. It's me. I didn't name you. You didn't have to. I smiled, even though she couldn't see me. You're not the victim here. The line went dead. I stared at the phone until it lit up again. Different name. Different number. Daniel, I answered without hesitation. Please don't hang up. His voice was low, strained. I wasn't planning to. I made a mistake. Which one? Cheating or proposing to her? Both. Congratulations. At least you know how to multitask. He exhaled hard. Listen to me, it wasn't love with her. It was stupid. It was weak. I was drunk, angry, whatever excuse you need. Swear I never stopped loving you. Do you even hear yourself? I laughed, cold and sharp. You think this is about love? It is for me. I wake up thinking about you. I can't eat, can't work. I can't breathe without wanting you back. Save the poetry for your fiancé. She's not my fiancé anymore. Oh, did she return the ring? I ended it tonight. His voice cracked like he thought it mattered. I told her the truth, that I want you. The room tilted for a second, but I locked my knees. You want me now that the world hates her? No. I wanted you every second she was in my arms. Stop. I can't. His words came fast, jagged. I made one mistake, and I've paid for it every day since. Please let me make this right. There's no glue for shattered trust, Daniel. I'll spend the rest of my life proving you wrong. Spent one night proving me wrong, and look where that got us. He didn't answer. Pictured. His face, the jaw he clenched when he was losing, the eyes that once held every promise I believed. I can't lose you, he said finally. You already did. I'll wait as long as it takes. I'll wait for you. The call ended, but the echo of his voice clung to my skin like smoke. Lena walked in with her phone raised. You need to see this. What now? She dropped onto the couch and showed me the screen. Headlines blazed like fire. Emma's sponsorships collapse after scandal. Below that, another article, Daniel Carter dropped by major client following engagement drama. I scrolled through comment after comment, hate aimed at Emma, disappointment aimed at him and me. Nothing but praise. You're the internet's new obsession, Lena said, almost in awe. Brands are lining up. Netflix called. My pulse stumbled. Netflix. They wanted documentaries about your story. Exclusive rights. It's insane. I should have felt victory slicing through me like champagne bubbles. Instead, all I felt was quiet, heavy, empty. Say something, Lena urged. I thought this would feel better. What? Revenge? I stared at my reflection in the black screen of the phone. But it doesn't feel like winning. It feels like nothing. Lena shifted uncomfortably. Do you still love him? The question slammed into me like a wave. I opened my mouth, closed it again. You do, she said softly. Love doesn't. Survive betrayal. Maybe not, but you're still bleeding. I pushed to my feet and walked to the closet. The door creaked open, and there it was, white, perfect, waiting for a day that never came. My wedding dress, I touched the fabric with my fingertips, and my throat tightened like a fist. All that hope sewn into silk. All those promises turned to ash. Lena's voice was behind me. What are you thinking? I stared at the dress and felt the answer rise like fire. I know what I need to do next. Are you sure about this? Lena asked, her voice low, like she was afraid of breaking something fragile. I'm done, I said. She stared at the dress in my hands. You could sell it. You could burn it. You could do something dramatic. Don't need fire to prove I survived. You loved that dress. No, I said, folding the silk carefully. I loved the life I thought it promised. Her eyes softened. You don't owe them this. You could keep it as a reminder. Don't need reminders of pain. The doorbell rang. The courier waited with a clipboard. You're really donating it? Lena whispered. Yes. The courier smiled politely. One signature I signed without hesitation. He took the box. Just like that. The weight left my arms. When the door closed, Lena exhaled. That was intense. It was necessary. She sat down, watching me. You're quieter than usual. I expected a victory speech. Silence is louder. Her phone buzzed. Emma again. Read it. She opened the message. Please talk to me. I'm falling apart. I reached for the glass of water on the counter. Delete it. You're not even curious what she says. No. What about Daniel? He's been calling nonstop. He can keep calling. You're cold. Free. Lena looked at me like she wanted to believe it. Do you ever think about them? Thinking is not the same as answering. Still, part of you must know. I cut in. The girl who begged for love died the day they betrayed me. Lena nodded slowly. And what about the woman standing here now? She owes them nothing. The phone buzzed again. Daniel this time. Answer it, Lena said. I shook my head, just once, for closure. It's no such thing as closure. With liars. The buzzing stopped. Then a text appeared. She read it out loud. I'll never stop loving you. My chest tightened, but I smiled. He should stop wasting words. You really don't want him back? Want him? I wanted the man I thought he was. That man doesn't exist. Lena tilted her head. What if he changes? Men don't change. They just regret getting caught. She leaned back, studying me. You sound strong. I am strong. The TV in the corner flashed my name across the screen. Trending again. Look at that, Lena said. You're everywhere. Every outlet wants you. They want a story. I said, you are the story. I'm not their tragedy anymore. You're their obsession. I smiled faintly. Good, let them watch me rise. Lena grinned. That's the energy I love. The phone buzzed again. Another message. Read it, I said. She hesitated. You sure? Yes. She read. It's slowly, please, just one chance to explain. I'll do anything. Delete it. She looked at me carefully. You're not even tempted. Temptation is for the weak. And you're not weak anymore. No? I met her. Eyes. They broke the girl I was. But they built the woman I am.